And since I met Rupert Neve, I was always a fan of the Neve console, especially the Neve VR with the flying faders. I just like the sound of Neve. And when they released this preamp, trust me, I've been looking at it for about a couple of years now. It's time for this to go. It's so old, guys. I've worked it out so much on the planes. When I hit one of the pads, one of the other pads will activate. I know for a fact that I shook apart the circuit board and also the triggers on top of the circuit board, probably a few capacitors, but we've upgraded. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my home studio. I'm Archie Beats and I am here to help. And today we have an awesome, and I mean awesome, studio haul. As a film composer, pro audio engineer, music producer, and singer-songwriter, I love sound, and I'm always looking for ways to improve it. Whether it's making my room sound better, making vocals sound better, figuring out a better way to make my piano resonate, and in the wonderful world of audio, there are many ways to do it. And what you guys are going to start realizing and finding out on your audio journey is that you have this hunger and drive to always improve your sound. And nothing is wrong with it. And as a musician and technology lover, I made a few investments this week. So these are the items that I recently purchased. The Rupert Neve Design 5211, the Mogami cables to go with it, and also the latest AKAI MPK Mini. Now, what I'm doing in this video is basically explaining to you guys, even though I have all of this stuff in my home studio and all of the stuff we have in radio music, these items are extremely essential to where I am going. So basically, this video is just an overview and just sharing with you guys what I recently purchased and why did I make these purchases. But before we get started, if you guys are interested in anything that you've seen in my home studio, be sure to click below in the description. I have everything listed in my home studio, also other gear that could possibly help you on your creative journey. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss another video. And also, I will be doing individual reviews, detailed reviews on each one of these items next week. So you want to make sure that you are here on my channel for that. For example, this right here, the MPK Mini, the latest generation. I have the previous generation. And after watching Dre's video on the MPK, it's time for this to go. It's so old, guys. I've worked it out so much on the planes. When I hit one of the pads, one of the other pads will activate. I know for a fact that I shook apart the circuit board and also the triggers on top of the circuit board, probably a few capacitors, but we've upgraded. So it's time to retire one of my faithful and trustworthy friends. And also, as far as the cables, I know I can build my own cables, but I prefer Mogami cables. And people say you're wasting money. I don't think so, because all of my Mogami cables, I've had them for 10 years and there was no problem. And although I did pass the proficiency of soldering cables at the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences, I still think those cables come loose because I'm a good handyman, but I just prefer the Mogami cables. Let's just say that. And the Rupert Neve 2-channel 5211 preamp. The reason why I decided to make this purchase, every studio needs a good preamp. Audio interfaces definitely have preamps, and my Universal Audio Apollos have amazing unison emulation of preamps. It's the closest you can get to analog. So my whole audio career, and since I met Rupert Neve, I was always a fan of the Neve console, especially the Neve VR with the flying faders. I just like the sound of Neve, and when they released this preamp, trust me, I've been looking at it for about a couple of years now. I already have a lot of Universal Audio stuff, and we have the 410D at Radio Music. I just decided for my home studio to invest in a Neve, since the 1073 is also my favorite, and with the red silk on here, you can crank it up to actually sound close to the Neve 1073, which is awesome. And here's the other reason why I purchased this preamp. I have a Neumann U87. I like my Neumann U87. It sounds great. Some people don't prefer the Neumann U87, but I prefer the Neumann U87 sound. I like that little 10K boost on the frequency spectrum, and I also like the Neumann sound. It's a bit hot, it's clear, it's transparent, so I want to preserve that until I hit the output saturation of a preamp. So basically what I'm saying is, guys, the input of this 2-channel preamp, the 5211, it doesn't have a transformer on the input. And the reason why I prefer not to have a transformer on the front end of the preamp is I want it to go through the circuitry, the microphone, whatever microphone I have, to go through the circuitry at its natural state. And once it pushes through the circuitry and it makes it to the output, it gives that nice analog saturation on the output transformer. So this doesn't have an input transformer, it has an output transformer. That is an important, a lot of preamps have inputs and output transformers, but me, I just prefer it. It fits. And I want my Neumann U87 to sound like a Neumann U87, but with a little Neve saturation on it, which is awesome. So this is why I purchased this beautiful baby, and I'm extremely excited about checking it out. I hope this video makes sense. I'm having fun here, guys. I'm having so much fun. I'm feeling creative. I have a lot of records that I'm going to be recording and mixing. So from here on out, with anything dealing with my album and vocals, you will be hearing the Rupert Neve design 5211 on my vocals, and I'm just so excited about this, and I'm excited about my AKAI MPK Mini. It has a lot of new features with it, and I'm also looking forward to the VSTs that come with it. When you purchase something like AKAI, they always give you a lot of cool little goodies that's made from them, their VSTs, instruments, and like I said, I'm super excited. And you guys, if you have any questions about any of the gear that I purchased, please comment below. And also, I will be doing individual reviews, detailed reviews on each one of these items next week, so you want to make sure that you are here on my channel for that. So subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss another video, because it's going to be great, a lot of valuable information, and I'm excited about sharing it with you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate you guys for dropping by my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss another video. These videos are going to be really informative next week. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Archie Beats. Don't forget to be great and create. This is your boy Archie Beats, and I'm signing off.
Archie Beat on the beat. Yeah.
Just as long as you take your time. Bless me with every kiss, with every touch that you got to spend this moment. Just as long as you take your time. All I need is your